What's going on, guys? Mr. Smith back here. Hope you're having a great week. I just want to continue on with what we've been doing and working on these different loops problems. So today I'm going to move on to the demonstration 2 for this week, which is called DeliMarket. It's part of the Lab 8 Mastering Loops Lab. All right, so get everything pulled up and we'll get started. All right, so again, if you go to our It's Learning page, you can scroll down and see that on 12/8, which was Tuesday, we did the hot lips problem on the lab. Today we're going to be doing DeliMarket. All right, so all these problems are very similar. I'm just getting you to practice how to use loops to complete problems. All right, so again, I'm going to just quickly download and open the lab, and let's take a look at DeliMarket. All right, so we're going to write a program that will allow a user to order a certain type of meat. You may choose the types of meat available at your shop, but you must have at least 3 different types. Once the user has chosen a type of meat, allow them to purchase a certain number of pounds of that meat. Calculate and display the cost, allow the user to repeat this process until they want to stop. So maintain a current balance at all times. All right, so there's a lot going on in this one, but we're just going to take it step by step. All right, so first things first, go ahead and pull up your NetBeans. We're going to start a new project. Make sure you're on Java, and I'm going to call mine DeliMarket Video. All right, DeliMarket Video. All right, call them on video because, well, I'm making it for this video. So, gonna delete out the comments, and that way I have room to work. So if we take a look at what exactly it wants us to do, step by step, we will see that the first thing is write a program that will allow a user to order a certain type of meat. So obviously that means you need a scanner, right? So I'm not going to list out the steps. We've done this a lot of times, but that just means you say import java.util.scanner. Then step 2 is create the scanner. All right, I'm going to name mine. Wait, static scanner keyboard equals new scanner system.in. All right, so there we've created our scanner. So now we just got to prompt the user. So I'm just going to say, like, I'm going to give them a nice little statement like, welcome to Smitty's Deli Shop. All right. Then y'all know I like to put the little dashes just to kind of make it look like it's almost a menu. All right. So I'm going to run it, see what that looks like, before we get too far. All right, looks like I could use probably 2 more dashes. Run it again. All right, so that's looking pretty good. Um, you know, so I could say, what type of meat would you like? All right, because that's what we want to do. What type of meat would you like? All right. Then I could even just list them out as options. All right, so the lab tells us you may choose the types of meat available at your shop, but you must have at least 3 different types. All right, so I'm just gonna say, what's a good? I want some like boar's head, Cajun, chicken. That's gonna be one type of meat. Then maybe some, let's see, backwoods, barbecue, turkey. I don't know if barbecue turkey is a thing. All right, just be creative with your names. You gotta have fun with your programming. And then maybe their third option. Ooh, I misspelled wood. Third option. All right, we got chicken, we got turkey. Um, real amazing roast beef. I don't know. Got kind of lame on that last one, right? So we're basically, if I run this, we're just printing out a menu, right? Boar's head Cajun chicken, all right? And I think it would be easier to have them enter the number. All right, so I'm just going to tell them that. So please enter the number of the meat you would like. All right, so that's just going to make it a little bit easier. All right, so if they're gonna input a number, we now need to store the number with our scanner. All right, it's gonna be 1, 2, or 3. Maybe I put that in the statement too. 1, 2, or 3. All right, 1, 2, or 3, which are integers. So I'm gonna say int choice is equal to keyboard.nextInt. So that way I can scan in their answer. All right, so I have my menu. I ask them what type of meat. Then they're going to answer that. And then once they answer that, we need to kind of move on. So let's take a look at the lab. All right, so the lab says once the user has chosen a meat type, allow them to purchase a certain number of pounds of the meat. All right, so how many pounds of the meat do they want? All right, so let's say, how many pounds would you like? Question mark. All right, and then we need to store their answer. So let's just say pounds is equal to keyboard.next double. All right, so guys, I use double here because pounds could be like 2 pounds, 3 pounds, it could be 4.5 pounds, it could be 6.54 pounds. All right, so how many pounds, I spelled that wrong, of meat, how many pounds of meat would you like? All right, so we're on a good roll here. All right, let's keep it going. Calculate and display the cost. All right, so maybe we need to add cost for each one of these. So maybe this one is $4.99 per pound. Maybe this one is $2.99 per pound. All right, and maybe roast beef is we'll go $3.99. This is gonna make our calculations weird because I did 99, but you know, it's the world we live in. All right, so basically now, guys, what we gotta do, it says while the user, so allow them to purchase a certain number of pounds of that meat, calculate and display the cost. All right, so if choice is equal to 1, then we do the calculation. All right, so this will be the calculation for chicken. Then it'll be else if choice is equal to 2, that's going to be our calculation for the turkey. All right. Then if I say else if choice is equal to 3, that's going to be our... All right, just really be careful with your brackets here, guys. Make sure they're matching up. Else, we can say... well, actually, let's not do an else. Let's make this an else. It'll make it a little easier. All right. So we have if, else if, and else. So this will be chicken, this will be turkey, this will be calculation for roast beef. All right. So now I've messed up my brackets. So I've got one too many. So I had to fix that real quick. Oh. All right. So I've fixed that now. All right, so now we just got to do the calculations. All right, so if it's, we need a variable up top now called total cost, all right, because we got to track the total cost. So it's going to be equal to 0 to start. It's a double, right, because it's money. So now we just do the calculation. So total cost plus equals, because we want to keep The lab tells us, allow the user to repeat this process, maintain the current balance at all times. All right, so we're going to use plus equals so we can always keep track of the cost. So total cost is plus equals, so the chicken is $4.99 times the amount of pounds. All right, and I'm going to put that in parentheses just for precision. All right, so we're going to repeat this process on each one of these. All right, so else if total cost, else total cost. All right, the only difference is the prices. So turkey is $2.99 and roast beef is $3.99. All right, so this is how we're going to keep track of the cost. All right, so kind of the final thing here, guys, is now we just need to do a while loop. So we need to ask them. So we've kind of done this before. You run one scenario of what you're doing. Then you ask them if they want to continue. So would you like to buy more? All right, so would you like to buy more? Yes or no? Right? We've done this. Ask them if they'd like to buy more. And Mr. Smith forgot his semicolon. All right, then we're going to store their answer. Keyboard.next. Storing their answer. So now if they say yes, so that means while answer dot equals ignore case yes. If they say yes, then we're going to do everything again. All right, so we could just say, okay, if they say yes, we can just ask them what type they like. All right, so we can kind of print our menu here. So if they say yes again, we print our menu. All right, so if they say yes, we print our menu. Then we need to store their answer. All right, so that's what this is. Please enter your choice. All right, so we're going to put that there. Now the next part is ask them how many pounds. So we're going to copy that and put that down there. Then we need to save how many pounds. So that's what this does. And then we just need to do the calculation again. All right, so we're going to do the calculation again. So once you do the first case, it's just a lot of copying and pasting, but you got to be careful with these brackets. All right, I know a lot of y'all are probably going to have some issues with that. All right, and then at the end, we just need to ask them if they want more. So again, I'm copying and pasting. So would you like to continue? All right, and then we're going to scan their answer, and it's going to be yes or no, right? And then if it's yes, it'll go back up here to our loop. If it's no, it's going to break out of our loop, break loop, and print final cost. All right, so here I can just say, thank you for purchasing our meats, little smiley face, and then tell them what their total cost is. Your total cost is concatenate total cost. All right, you could even get crazy if you wanted and tell them like how many pounds. So because we have that information, right? Well, I guess we don't. We'd have to make another variable that keeps track of total pounds, but we could do that, right? So we could say double total pounds. It's going to be 0 at the beginning. But now every time they enter the pounds, we just say total pounds plus equals pounds. All right, so whatever they enter in as pounds, we're going to add it into the total. So we're going to do that everywhere, which is 2 spots right here outside the loop, and then right here inside the loop. So now we have the total pounds they have. Your total cost is this plus 4 the total pounds. Alright, so again, guys, that I didn't require you to do total pounds, but it's just something fun that I quickly thought of while I was doing this, alright? So let's double check that everything works. So again, let me walk through it. Alright, we created a scanner. We printed out a menu for them. They're going to type 1, 2, or 3, and we're going to save their choice. Alright, then we're going to ask them how many pounds, and we're going to save how many pounds. Alright, then we're going to, based off their choice, we're going to calculate the cost using an if-else statement. Alright, so if they chose 1 for the chicken, it'll be $4.99 times the pounds, and we'll save that into total cost, etc. Then we're going to ask them if they want more. If they say yes, it'll go into this while loop to loop through it all again. So we just did a bunch of copy and pasting to loop through it all again. If they say no, it's going to break the loop. All right, break out of the loop, and we're going to give them their final amount of money. But then I got creative and did total pounds by adding a variable called total pounds. And everywhere that they type in how many pounds, I just kept the running total. So that way, when we run this now, please enter the number of the meat you want. So I want some turkey. I want 2 pounds of that turkey. Would I like more? Yes. I want some boar's head chicken. My wife really likes that chicken, so I want 4 pounds of it. No, I'm good. All right, so my total cost is $25.94 for 6 pounds of meat. Is that right? Yeah, I needed 2 and 4 pounds. All right, so I see that my final thing here is not that good, so I'm going to go fix that. I want to add a dollar sign right here in front of the cost, and I said 4 and then a number of meat. So I want to add the word pounds here. All right, so now when I run it, maybe I want some of that roast beef. I just want a pound of it, a little $3.99 pound. Yes, let me get some chicken. I'm gonna put some roast beef and chicken on my sandwich. I want 2 pounds of that, and I'm good. All right, so now it says your total cost is $13.97 for 3 pounds of meat. All right, so that's pretty cool, guys. You know, it's a nice, easy program. Really, the hard part was this, but then we just did a lot of copying and pasting into a while loop to keep it going. All right, and then you print out the final information. All right, so I hope you're seeing that there's a pattern when we do these problems. Um, in class today, I'm going to give you all the option. I will walk through this, or you can go through the video. It's up to you. But I hope it's starting to click for some of y'all, and you're getting to the point you can do this on your own. All right, guys. Well, y'all take it easy. I will see you today in class, and let me know if you need anything. All right, thanks, guys.